lesson number 24, we looked at the Lydian scale and its practical application over major sharp 11 chords. In this week's lesson, we'll be looking at a slightly different scale, the Lydian dominant scale, and how we can use it over dominant chords to achieve a similar sound that we were getting over the major sharp 11 chords. But before we look at that scale, let's quickly review the Lydian scale and its use over major chords. So in the key of C, we might have something like a C major 7 chord. And the first thing we would learn to do while improvising would probably be to play the C Ionian scale, or just your basic C major scale, over that chord. Now, pretty much every note within that scale works quite well with the voicing in the left hand, except for one note, the F. And that's because of the minor ninth created between the third and the fourth of the scale. So what we can do to alleviate that tension is raise it and make a sharp 4 or a sharp 11, and that will make every note within the scale more consonant. And for more of a theoretical background on why that works, please refer to lesson number 24. Okay, so let's look at the basic scale we'd be playing over, say, a C7 chord or a C dominant chord. What you learn in most jazz improvisation lessons or classes is that you would use a Lydian scale over this chord, which would be. The reason we know what that is a Lydian scale is based off the fifth mode of the major scale. So C is the fifth note in the key of F major. So all we'd have to do to play a C Lydian scale is to play a F major scale starting on C. So the only noticeable difference between that and a C major scale is the B flat, which correlates perfectly with our left hand flat 7 from the C7 voicing. Now we run into the same problem that we had with the major scale, and that's that the interval of the third in our left hand voicing and the fourth in our C Lydian scale create that minor ninth interval again, which is a very nasty sounding interval. What we can do to alleviate that tension again is to simply raise it and make it a sharp 11. So all we have to do is raise the fourth in any of our Lydian scales to get this new sound. So now let's take a look at the exercise that I've written out this week that will help us better identify when to use a Lydian scale over major sharp 11 chords and dominant sharp 11 chords. So the first thing we're going to do is play a simple root 3rd 7th voicing in our left hand. So over C major sharp 11 we'll play C, E, B. The next thing we'll do is play the associated Lydian scale in our right hand. Make sure you take it slow and try and hear every single interval in your head while you're playing it on the piano. So now we're going to sing the same scale. Da, 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 da. Once you feel comfortable with that, we can start singing up the scale and down the scale in thirds. Now we're going to switch to left hand voicing to imply our dominant chord. One thing we'll change is make the major 7th a flat 7. Now we're going to play the Lydian dominant scale in our right hand. And remember, the Lydian dominant scale is essentially a Lydian scale with a raised 4th. down in thirds. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this lesson. I do come out with new videos every single week, so if that's something you might enjoy, please feel free to click the subscribe button. If you have any questions or comments, please leave me a comment below or send me a message with any suggestions you might have or any questions you might have about this lesson or any of my other videos. Thanks for watching.